In some clients, the deeper the pockets, the less they want to pay. You go to a restaurant, you look, okay, this pasta I'm having, that's the fee. But why is it when it comes to video production, or can you cut it by
exactly
$200, $300? I said, can you guys even give us like a 10% advance? They looked at each other and said, we can consider it. We can consider using another production company. Oh. They say jump, you say how high.
Oh.
The shoot gets done and we need to edit it for the next week's program. And he's taken the footage and just vanished. We're not able to contact him. We're not able to reach him. No phone, no WhatsApp. And then later we found out that he's taken the footage and sold it.
Oh.
Hello, viewers, listeners, and others. Welcome to yet another episode of Jest Business Podcast. You can catch us on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, and many others. So make sure you tune in, subscribe, like, and tell your friends about us. In fact, the last 2 episodes, I got really a lot of traction and a lot of good comments and response. So make sure you watch them and continue watching. Paddy?
Yeah, thank you, Rahul. But one of the things that we are discovering is that humor is funny and fun, but it also can be quite serious because humor can help to solve many problems in organizations like psychological safety, leadership styles, team dynamics. And that's the reason Rahul and I conduct workshops to teach corporations how they can use humor to improve psychological safety, improve team dynamics, and bring out better results as a result of it. So with that, we're very happy to do these podcasts, but please write to us at justbusinesspodcast at gmail.com to find out more about how you can use our expertise to get some training on how humor can help you in your organization. This podcast is being sponsored by Coromandel Productions. The folks at Coromandel aim to showcase human interest and heartwarming stories from all walks of life. They do this through short films, documentaries, sports television, corporate films, feature-based content, and promotional videos. Coromandel Productions is headquartered in Singapore and has offices in India and the UK. So if you're looking for high-quality professional videos, you know where to go. On that note, in today's episode, we are very happy to welcome Veeru Murugappan, who is the founder of Coromandel Productions, and he's here to talk to us about the whole world of video productions. So, Veeru, welcome to the show.
Welcome, Veeru.
Thank you.
And before we start, tell us a little bit about yourself. Starting with Veeru itself, I believe that's not your full name, is it?
No, my real name is actually Veerappan. Yeah.
Oh.
But Veeru is just easier, less controversial. But I must say, looking back upon reflection, it did help me more. So it was more plus than negative because it breaks the ice with people, school, college, etc. Right. But yeah, I don't have that kind of mustache as the famous Veerappan did.
Yeah.
The surname, the Murugappan surname, I mean, more so if people are from India, that does give it away that we come from a very well-known and well-respected family and family business. So I'm not going to shy away from that. Although I tell people I'm the black sheep, no pun intended and all that. But but I just chose never to work in the business. Yes, I am a shareholder. I am a promoter by birth. And I'm very, grateful for that. I chose to go a slightly different route and pursue media and TV production. And that's where we are.
Veeru, that's what we call, and when I say we, I mean literally we, only me and Paddy. No one else calls it that. We call that as a southpaw maneuver. So it's a term coined by Paddy, and Just Business's proud contribution to the world of jargon, because obviously there's not too much of it. Southpaw maneuver basically means when a boxer is usually right-handed, uses his non-dominant hand to throw a punch. So it kind of comes and hits you out of the blue. So in that sense, your foray into media, which the Murugappa house is known for everything else, Paddy, BSA, and so on, is kind of what we would call a southpaw maneuver.
Wow, I didn't even think of it like that. Huh? Wow, but makes me feel good, Rahul.
See, I told you your Friday would be worthwhile.
But a company that makes engineering physical products to venture into video production is definitely a southpaw maneuver. I would say it's something like Yamaha, motorcycle company, saying that we want to make pianos, for example.
But you're joking, right? From what I understand, I could be wrong. But back in the 80s and all that, didn't they start with, what pianos and musical organs and all that, like manufacturing those? I read
What the
somewhere,
problem in the world is, Veeru? Big problem. Nobody tells me anything. So I think they should be fined for not telling me. And just imagine each guy who doesn't tell me anything, the millions of them, each gives them even a $1 fine for not telling me things. I would be quite rich.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I do remember. I don't know whether it was Yamaha or any of the other companies.
You're probably not wrong because it's usually the case that I lack knowledge when I speak. So,
except on the tennis court, Rahul.
I'm coming to that.
Then you can't make him stop. He speaks a bit too. You heard of Kawasaki pianos too, right?
Yes, I think I've heard of Kawasaki.
And Suzuki.
Exactly. Suzuki.
Yeah.
Good plugs for all the companies.
I mean, I could have made an analogy of something else that Yamaha never did. It so happens that the company seems to have started with pianos.
But Veeru, I think apart from the, of course, engineering and confectionery, and of course now the media business, you are also involved quite actively in other initiatives as well, right?
Absolutely, and it's something very close to my heart, Rahul, because while I don't work for the family, I'm not operationally involved in any of the companies. We do have a philanthropic foundation. Now, the family, the business is 125 years old, but our philanthropic foundation is now 101 years old. We celebrated our centenary in January 2024. So, primarily, there are four...
Before independence, well before independence.
Yeah. So, it was called different, there were different names and all that, but we can trace it back to 1924, so 2024, 100 years. And there are 4 pillars or 4 verticals, if you would like to call it. Education, where we have schools and a polytechnic college. Then we have hospitals. Sport is something new, which I'm sort of trying to sort of champion. And then we've got environmental sustainability, water sustainability, things like that, a science center, various projects. So these are sort of the 4 pillars. So I don't like the word CSR. I just don't like it. I just think CSR means it's like a tick and a token.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
We prefer the word philanthropy. So, and we don't throw money, guys. Many times people tell me, but what is there? You guys have the firepower. I said, no, we don't. We build.
Yeah.
You're building schools, you're building hospitals, you're building sporting facilities. So that is my, I don't want to say contribution, but my link to the family is more through the foundation.
No, but that means your role doesn't stop just at writing the checks. You actually get involved in the...
spend time.
In fact, Rahul, and for the viewers, I must say that when I was in Chennai, which is my hometown, I visited the TI school in Ambattur and just kind of on the point you're saying that the whole area at the side is actually now being built to really expand the facility. Is a beautiful auditorium and so it's a beautiful school already, but it's going to be built into something even bigger.
Yeah, and Paddy came and did a session for the kids, and the room was filled with 0 people. So, No, I'm kidding. I think it was very, very well received, and we can't wait to have him back.
Yeah, you can use Paddy for crowd control.
The few kids who came also must be cursing me because they were asked to come during the break, the Dashara break, because that happened to be the time that I was in Chennai and that was the only date which worked. So I may not be a very popular man in that school right now.
Well, it depends how much ransom their parents paid to get the kids free. But we're coming to now your personal production, your personal media for Coromandel Productions. What are a couple of interesting projects, that you have typically done?
So how long do you have? We're coming up to 10 years next year.
Right.
So I started it on the 1st of September 2016. So we are primarily in the non-fiction space, guys. I can't deal with the egos of actors. Technically non-fiction also, in a corporate video, you are asking people, walk like this, do that, but it's easier. You can control it, right? So we primarily specialize in trying to tell human interest, heartwarming, inspiring stories. Now, these are through corporate videos, documentaries, short films, promos, digital content, etc. So some of the most visible client which we get asked about a lot is the International Cricket Council, the ICC. So we are one of their production partners and we work a lot with Infosys. Then, of course, in the UK, we acquired a business in the UK. So a lot with BBC and various broadcasters. So the stories are are endless, Rahul. But one common thing that we've found in the last sort of 9 to 10 years is that sometimes the deeper, it's some clients, the deeper the pockets, the less they want to pay. Like today, you've booked this facility. There is a fee for the facility, you pay. You go to a restaurant, you look, okay, this pasta, I'm having this, okay, penne arrabbiata, that's the fee. But why is it when it comes to video production or anything in our business, or can you cut it by
Exactly.
$200, $300?
I
But
wish,
yeah.
like, we could say in a restaurant, especially the high-end restaurants, I like the lasagna, but
Say of $20.
$20? No, I'll give you 10.
Correct. Exactly.
On that note, why don't you give us a story about a particularly a difficult client, a tight situation, or even better, a funny situation that you faced?
So we did some filming for the ICC pre-COVID in Rwanda. So what happened was they were opening a cricket stadium there, beautiful in Kigali, and the story was amazing. Again, using sport as a vehicle for change, which is what we're doing with our foundation as well. So it was difficult to track down in terms of budgets. Do we find right crew there? Do we fly crew from Kenya or South Africa, camera crew? We said, no, we found this guy through what they call fixers in Africa. They say, no, we have a contact with the crew, we'll get it all done. So we spoke to this guy, and I'll remember very clearly now, his name is Richard Sample. Sample, Sample. And he was really good on all the calls and everything, absolutely fantastic. The shoot gets done and we need to edit it for the next week's program. We were doing 26-minute episodes for the ICC at the time. And we're not able to contact him. We're not able to reach him. No phone, no WhatsApp, email, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Now X, couldn't find anything. Then the fixer also tried, and then later we found out that he's taken the footage and sold it. Yeah.
Whoa! So he lived up to his name, a real sample.
Richard Sample, exactly. But the thing is, there were a lot of famous cricketers who were there, who had attended that event.
Correct.
And, they built a new stadium, so they full razzmatazz, right? They called everybody there, and he's taken the footage and just vanished. And what do you do? I just said in these situations, tell the client the truth. Just say, guys, so everyone had a good chuckle about it. Fortunately, there was another television production company from London that happened to be there, but more news. So the quality of footage wasn't as good.
But you had to piece it
But
together
we had
from
to
that.
piece it together from that. So what I heard from the fixer, again pre-COVID, now there's no contact. The fixer did say, dude, I think he's made a killing. After selling the footage.
Rahul, maybe we should be careful with some of the recordings of these podcasts.
That people may not sell it.
May want to sell it and become very rich.
I mean, the other one, just coming to my mind now, there were some wacky ones like the 2015 Cricket World Cup was co-hosted by Australia and New Zealand. I know Paddy can't stand cricket, but at least Rahul, I think you have an affinity towards it. But there
I don't mind cricket. The only problem is it's not tennis.
That's right, exactly. So exactly. But there, because it was being co-hosted by the two countries, there were a lot of promotional activities. So some wacky stories like jumping into a Shark Tank with Sean Tate, who used to fast bowler for Australia. I had to jump in, and because we had two cameras, so with one camera had to go with him. So my cameraman was too chicken. He just said, listen, I'm going to stand out. I'll get the reaction ka shot. I said, no, I want to get the reaction shot. He said, no, you jump in. He was just swimming with great white sharks.
You should have thrown the guy who sold the footage in there.
Exactly. But the other one, which was funny from a human body point of view, was I think Paddy won't know the name. I think Rahul, you will. I don't know if he's still playing for Sri Lanka. Dimuth Karunaratne, left-handed opening batsman. We were doing an interview with him at one of the sports clubs in Colombo in Sri Lanka. And that morning, I ate something at the buffet breakfast at the hotel where something didn't agree. On the way there, I could feel it that, okay, this is not good. Maybe we should turn the car around. But something in me said, no, be professional. Let's finish it. And the bugger was taking so long for every answer. And he just kept saying, redo, retake. And after a while, I just started. I can't, right? Because I'm thinking, you got to, when you have to go, you have to go. And halfway through the interview, I mean, it was we could have had a bad accident. He's like, is everything okay, Macha? Macha is again common there, right? I said, I'm really sorry. I have to go to the loo and you're taking so long. He said, you should have just told me you wanted to go to the loo. And sort of mid-interview, I told the cameraman, continue the interview. I was very unprofessional. And I ran to the loo to just sort of relieve myself. So I think, so like this, there are many.
No, you're lucky on that one. Luckily, the cameraman didn't follow you in there.
But if you'll indulge me, Rahul, I'll just tell you one more which really shocked me. Okay. And that is with the great man, Sachin Tendulkar. 2014, it's impossible to get, not impossible, but almost impossible to get a one-on-one interview with him. He's not done many, even if you go online. We got it. Sachin's team has said, okay, fly to Wankhede, get it done with our crew. So you do the pre-chat, like what we did now before they were rolling. And I just said, look, everyone will come and tell you they met you here, they met you there, they met you. It's okay, I'm used to it. I said, but I did meet you in a not a very well-known place. Well, at the time, it wasn't very well-known to the world. In the Nilgiris, because we go to Kannur and my father studied in Lovedale and Ooty boarding school and all that. He said, 1998, right? I said, yeah, 1998. After your whole Sharjah Desert Storm blitz, you had come there with Ravi Shastri. And he just stared at me and he said, yeah, we were staying at the Taj Garden Retreat Hotel, 98, I remember. I said, yeah. And then he's putting his mic, the camera crew is helping him. You came with your mother, right? I said, yeah, and I did. And he said, you were the guys who invited me for breakfast next morning. A nice South Indian Chettiar breakfast. But we had to turn it down because we had to fly back to Bombay. The fact that he remembered that, fascinating.
I'm told that, this is a non-cricket example. In cricket, the guy remembers every time how he got out, how he hit.
Every single innings of his 200 test and 400 one-days and even the IPL entries.
To say that, okay, he'll remember the hotel and the year.
But
to remember that I came with my mum. And the fact that we asked him to come for breakfast and all, I think that was pretty amazing. However, whatever he's achieved, for him to recollect that, I think was very nice.
I should get some memory lessons from him. So, but Veeru, you talked about, the clients squeezing you, and your business is such that you also have to, hire freelancers and go out of pocket before you're paid. So how does that work? Do the clients normally give you something up front, or do you have any story related to trying to get...
There are plenty, Paddy. We had one incident where we've been working with working with a client for a very long time. They've become friends practically, right? So you go out for meals together, your families know each other. But there were a couple of big projects coming up for that particular client. And we were sitting there, I had my colleagues from our UK office, and they said, guys, anything else? I said, guys, the only request is, there's a couple $100,000 of billing, which we have to absorb from our savings and whatever. Some freelancers you can say wait 30 days, some may not.
Right.
Said, can you guys even give us like a 10% advance? And they're sitting at the other side of the table saying, oh, do you want 10%? I said, 10, 20, whatever. We're not asking for 50. So they looked at each other and said, you know what, actually, Veeru, to be fair, we can consider it. And my colleague was with me. He said, hey, not bad. I said, okay, that's good. As we're getting up, and I'm not making this up, it's like a movie. We're getting up, they're like, oh, just 1 sec, can you sit back down? I said, yeah, we can consider one more thing. I said, yeah, tell us. We can consider using another production company.
Oh, my God.
And these are people you're playing sport with, you're having meals with, like I said. And that's when you realize that, if they say jump, you say how high.
No, and the thing here, it takes me back to a memory here. So early days in my marriage, I remember my wife came and stood in front of me and asked me, tell me honestly, have I put on weight? And I said, if I'm to be honest, yes. Yeah.
So Paddy, a long time I learned, when your wife asks you a question, it's like the question, what is the meaning of life? Those questions have no good answers.
They're no good answers.
Have no right answers.
No, this one...
In fact, have no answers. No, so you're not meant to be answered.
No. I may be an idiot, but I'm not a moronic idiot. This one has the right answer. And after that, I learned my lesson. Because over the years, from time to time, she would come and ask me that same question very seriously. Honestly, tell me, have I put on weight? But I know the answer. Sometimes without even looking at her, which is a mistake. You should look at her because otherwise she thinks you're faking it. Absolutely not. In fact, if anything, you're looking slimmer than before.
Absolutely. Perfect answer. Lock kiya jaye.
Don't make the rookie mistake.
Again,
Don't make the rookie mistake.
So, Veeru, you earlier mentioned, and I think that will come on a favorite topic. You mentioned that you largely involved in cricket, unlike Paddy here, who knows tennis, and probably his only relationship with cricket is as long as played on grass, he'll watch it. Otherwise, not. But what is the one most let's say ridiculous request you have received? Because you also said you make corporate videos.
Sometimes it's just funny. So you're looking at the brief. Okay, whether it's over email, over Zoom, or even face to face. 10 days of filming. Okay, fantastic. 10 drones. We need permission here, permission there, all that you have to do. And then after that, when do you need the video? Okay, filming needs to happen between 20th to 30th October. Delivery has to be 31st October. You're like, dude, what? So I think these things happen, a lot, and which is standard, right? Which is standard all the time. And then, but what do? You just have to laugh at it.
You are our first Coromandel Productions, our first corporate sponsor. So what's your take on that? And hope you're not regretting it. We hope you're not, saying, oh God, what have I got into?
Oh man, I've regretted it every single day since I hit, since our finance person hit transfer. Yeah. Ironically, I was actually playing tennis when I hit transfer. So see where the stars align, Paddy. So no, look, I mean, jokes aside, I think if you look at the foundation, our philanthropic foundation, what is the tagline? We said century of service above self. That's how I believe. India, it's always like that, right? South, North, Atithi Devo Bhava and all that. No, but same time, our production company, Coromandel Productions, the tagline is beyond the lens, which means you do these human interest stories, but you also try and help. Yeah. And if you can't help people, you can't help everybody, but it starts with people help your friends, family, neighbor, etc., etc. So that's why it's great. It's great for us to be involved and seeing, Paddy, Rahul, you guys doing this after the amazing corporate careers you've had, finally doing things you want to do. Yeah. I think it's fantastic, and we're also learning a lot. And and hopefully we can support more if you call us back, that is. But
we'll be happy.
Of course.
It's been a special journey, both on the video content front and on the philanthropic front. And look, if we can impact more lives positively, both ways, through film and video and through the work we're doing through education, healthcare, etc., then I think we're in a good place. Yeah.
Okay. So on that note.
Yes, thanks, Veeru. Thanks for joining us, and wish Coromandel Productions all the best. And it's been very refreshing to talk to you. Talk to basically a sponsor and someone who is so down to earth and modest with his anecdotes and with his own weaknesses and strengths and funniness. So thanks for sharing that with us, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you for joining us.
No problem. Pleasure. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. But listening to Veeru, got us thinking about the standard corporate videos as well. The corporate videos are supposed to represent the life at the company, life at the company, and it's supposed to be relatable.
Yes.
But unfortunately, quite a few of those end up being choreographed so heavily.
Oh my God.
That when a fresher walks into the company, he sees nothing about what I see.
Nothing about the actual company, but it's like a expanded commercial. Actually, Rahul, your story about corporate videos brings me to mind, how much of how much of distance from reality these corporate videos are. And to bring this to life, I think let's indulge in our favorite activity, which is role play.
Okay.
So here, right now, I'm giving you a promotion to Robert Dixon, the CEO of Big Stuff. You know what Big Stuff does? It makes miniature dolls.
Okay.
And I'll play the role of Sean Cassidy, the HR head. Are you ready?
Sure.
Hey, Bob, I just want you to have a look at this video. What do you see?
Okay, let me just watch it. Great stuff. Great office. In fact, some people look positive, delirious with joy. They're typing emails with a smile on their face. Yes. They are attending meetings. I've never seen that happen.
Smiling.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're relaxing, backslapping. Is there a waterfall in the background?
Yes.
All right, that's amazing. Yeah, and this cozy Sophia.
The background there.
Yeah,
smiling and playing.
See these beanie bags? They're getting free massages. Oh boy, this is a really great company. Which company is this?
Bob, it's our company. I got that video from Volatile Productions, whom I engaged to make a corporate video for us. This is their first cut.
This is our company,
It's our company.
but that is definitely not our office.
No, that's not our office as in the place we work. It is a studio that Volatile uses very often. It's a beautiful studio. We don't have a waterfall, Bob.
Right, that's
So
what I was thinking.
they have all these facilities. So that's where we go and shoot many. They offer that facility for many corporate videos.
But even the employees, they don't look our employees.
No, our employees, I mean, first of all, many of them don't look so, not so good looking. And secondly, they're not often smiling like that. In fact, to be very honest, Bob, I did try to get Volatile to shoot it in our office. But so difficult to get guys to smile. And in fact, unfortunately, the video caught two people actually having a physical fight in the background. No, it just didn't look good. So we decided, don't use our office, don't use our employees. Then we project a much better image of our company.
Okay, so we are not using our office.
No.
We are not using our employees.
Actors.
We are not using even our business practices. So how exactly is it our corporate video once again?
That's the whole idea. It is a video that depicts our culture, the culture that we want to be. And you may be worried that our employees will be put off. No, they won't, because we will tell them that you were too busy, that we could not hire you to shoot this because this video had to be done in short time. They will completely understand. And some people may say that doesn't look like our office. We will fix that because we'll start the video with a shot of our reception. But of course, we won't have our receptionist, Jane, because we'll have one of these actresses who has a brilliant smile from Volatile Video. And we will shoot the entrance where we have our culture statement on the board. And we'll come right up to the door and then we will cut to this office.
Okay, now
Seamless.
this might sound like a very dumb question, but is it really okay showing fiction for our corporate video? And surely our employees, when they see it, they know it's all fiction, right?
It's the only way to do it, Rahul. Because
Is
you
it?
do it the other way. Yes, you do it the other way. You just don't get a really nice... What is the objective of our corporate video? It is to inspire. It is to showcase what a great company we are so that our employees feel motivated about continuing to work here and we can hire new people. So this is the way to do it. As I said, we tried shooting it in our office. Disaster.
But I mean, I'm beginning to come around to see the positive of it. And I think the region was also anyway saying we need better PR. But
We could show the actual office, but who would want to watch that? The actual office. I mean, you've been there, I've been there. We're sitting there today. I mean, you go outside, can't shoot a video of that.
no, I agree. I like my teachers always say the best version of truth is always fiction. I think let's go with that. Have we run this past the corporate comms and the regional HR?
Absolutely. That was the first thing I did. And Jane was so happy with what I've done. Jane of HR in the region.
She can do happy as well? I haven't seen her do that.
I mean, I didn't know she could do happy, but Volatile Production seems to have brought a smile into her. And she wants to have the contact for Volatile Production to take them to do a corporate video for the regional headquarters.
Oh boy.
So all that is covered.
I think
I
for
just
that-
wanted you to be on board and then we go.
But they need to do a corporate video for the regional headquarters. I think they better engage Steven Spielberg. I don't think anything else will happen.
Volatile may not be.
Yeah. I think I like the idea. Can you, but I think in that video I just saw, maybe, just show someone a bit more, working on computers, because we are right now, AI is all the buzzword and we don't want to
Let
see
me
it as dumb.
take some notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you can't get a computer, the budget can just show a calculator, who knows anyway. But show something complex machine punching some buttons.
that's one input,
And
can do.
show them smiling as well, because, we are mastered AI. We should project that image. I'm actually loving
Smiling goes without saying.
Absolutely.
Everybody will be smiling, Bob.
And what else? And show something that, shows people animated, excited, that shouts collaboration, strategy, vision, marketing, something that, projects these sentences.
Yeah,
put
so
all that together as well.
Let's have a meeting where everybody is animatedly discussing our vision statement with a smile, of course. Everybody's smiling and they're talking words like strategy formulation, growth mindset,
Perfect.
hit the ground running, that kind of stuff. What do you
Right.
say? Okay.
I like it. Who else are you planning to involve in this video?
I think that's it. We've... No, of course. Would you like to say a few words?
I mean, now I wasn't really planning to, but since you, yeah, okay, sure, put me in.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bob. That's very kind of you. What I'll do is I'll ask Anita of Comms to write a really blockbuster speech for you, which
All right.
brings out our vision and
That's a good
your
idea.
qualities and all that. And we will shoot it in volatile because we don't want to shoot it in this palatial office of yours where, you have two desks, one stand-up desk and this huge mahogany
Yeah, I
desk
know.
with 4 or 5 people.
We are on a cost-cutting spree.
Yes, and we wanted to show these 2 visitors
I agree.
areas and the camera might catch that treadmill which we installed for you to have a bit of walk during
And to
the
get my
boarding meeting.
steps, Sean.
Yeah, you have to get your steps.
That's
So
absolutely-
no, that's true, but somehow it doesn't project. It gives the impression that we are very hierarchical, which we are not. We are a totally friendly, open company. So what we do is the volatile guys have a Spartan office with a very small desk for a CEO, but it's very impressive because it's an array of good management books at the back. We will shoot you there.
On that count, please ensure they have the Jim Collins book from Good to Great. I love that book because it really talks about the power of humility. And I'm really proud of my humility, and it's only fair that people have to see it. I mean, what's the point of being humble if no one else knows about it?
I cannot agree with you, Bob. I've written that down. Good to great will be.
Please put in there. Yes.
No, we will not only have it. I suggest we have it in front of you, open, as if you were just referring to it when we interrupted you and said,
All right.
"Can you just do a quick video for us?"
Yeah, but sure, that sounds about all right. So let's cut, shall we?
Let's cut. Come back to Rahul and
Yes.
Paddy. Yes.
So I think after all that brief foray, Paddy into a role play, I must say I have a higher respect to say what Veeru does, and
Yes.
Project Truth without it amplifying it. That's a tough task.
It's definitely a tough task. So if it's time to end, I'd like to just ask our viewers, if you like the episode, do give us your comments, your thoughts write to us at justbusinesspodcast@gmail.com. And do keep watching, keep subscribing, and pass on this message to your friends.
Also, write to us to find out more about the workshop that we conduct, Humor for Leaders, to show how you can use humor at your workplace to have a more inclusive culture, more engaging leadership style, and more. But wait for the workshop. So that's all from us. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.